I've known you for a while now. You came on our show after you had an article that came out about some of the victories you had involving mental health. I know that you are a huge advocate for mental health as well. Why is this so important to you, and what are some of the things that you think contribute to you having victories within that realm?
Well, it's important to me because I do have bipolar suicidal depression, which sounds horrific.
Yeah, it sounds kind of tough.
I mean, every time I say it, it sounds awful.
Yeah.
And it's something that I deal with every single day. And I mean, it took me from the moment that I was diagnosed and kind of learned about it to the moment that I talked about it with Jeff Calkins and he wrote the piece was about 15 years. And I finally felt it was the right time, and it meant a lot to me because when you battle depression or other mental health issues that there are out there that you can battle, it was embarrassing to talk about. First person I ever told them about it, the first response was, "What do you have to be depressed about?" It's like, well, I'm not depressed. I have depression. There's a much difference. Because what do I have to be depressed about? I have no idea. So my whole thing about talking about it was to let others know that they're not alone. And, you know, I thought that someone that, you know, has a dream job that I have and a family, a great family that I have, that all of those things, you can still suffer. And I just wanted to let people know that they're not alone in that. And it was amazing to me that the response I got from it was incredible. And I knew there'd be a big response and a lot of people saying, "Oh, you know, we're with you, you know, go Rob." But what it did was it made me realize how many people out there just know someone or are dealing with it themselves and have never spoken about it and are sending me messages saying they're going to talk to a doctor now. They're going to do this now. I mean, all of that, it for how much I wanted to just help somebody else, it helped me more than anything. And I'm very grateful for it and all the feedback that I've gotten on it. And so it's something that I, you know, try to battle every day, and some days most days are better than others, but there still are some bad days. But you know, like I said, just want everybody to know they're not alone in dealing with it, and you know, it can happen to anybody, and we've seen it happen to Anthony Bourdain, and we saw it with Kate Spade, who both took their own lives because of it. So you know, it's something that I have really tried to champion over the last few years, and just try to help as much as I can.
But I'm glad to see you winning, man. You definitely affected me because I remember at that time when I was reading the story and seeing somebody that I, you know, looked up to and just kind of, you know, watched you up close work or whatever. It was like, okay, it made me start assessing my own self. Because, you know, unfortunately in the black community, man, we just don't do those. We don't do those type of self checks. We don't go get the help.
Right.
We feel like it's like we just don't do it. We just don't do it enough. And I started noticing triggers within myself where my behavior would change and my mood would change. And yeah, man, like it's definitely something that made me open my eyes to kind of do self-checks on myself. Yeah. To make sure everything was good. You know
good.
Good. It's okay for it not to be good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I got some insurance now though, Ross. I'm actually go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Good. Well, that's good. That's the first.
Yeah.
That's
first I was like, yeah, we go somewhere and lay down for a minute.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man.